ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJ Easy peasy. I'll do that slow just so you know I didn't jumble it on purpose. ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA. Alright, so that's a skill that probably most people have dreamed of learning, or they've seen viral videos about people being asked to say the alphabet backwards, and I think it's completely useless, and that is not a test of sobriety by any means. It really isn't. But if you wanted to know how to do it just for fun, just to say you could, because you're bored, because you want a challenge, or just in case, I'm here to teach you how to do that, because honestly, it took me all of 10 minutes to learn how to do that. Obviously, it wasn't that clean and fast when I first started, but it took like 1 or 2 days to get there. 10 minutes, though. That's all it takes to learn this. So it's a little bit tricky when you try to do it all in your head. Like, Z, Y. You start saying the alphabet forwards, you try to go backwards. It's very difficult. So let me show you the method I use to learn it in 10 minutes. The sped up version. First off, just write the alphabet on top of your paper. You need a pen and paper for this. Now that you've got your first step done, alphabet on the top line, can you guess what to do next? Well, in case you're dumb, I got you. Okay, so now you just want to, using what's directly in front of you, write the alphabet backwards. Literally, don't worry about peeking. Peek, in fact. Just make sure that you write it down. Now the next piece of advice you could do during this first line, or you could do it after you've written it backwards once. I'll go back to you once I've written it once. Alright, now we've got 2 things written here. So, now, using just this, I believe you could figure it out, just through practice. It would be very simple. You could do it like this, but I'll tell you the way that I helped drill it into my brain, just to make sure. So I kept rewriting the alphabet backwards, maybe 5 to 10 times, but just make sure whenever you write each letter, you say it out loud. That way you actually understand the way it sounds to say it backwards. Z, Y, X, all the way through. And then, now once you've done that, that's what I call drilling. Now, the technique, is what I would call, is the same technique you would use to remember the alphabet. Now, at this point, let me explain this phenomenon real quick, as best as I can without screwing myself up. If you told me, say the alphabet backwards, what letter backwards is after R? I don't actually know, because I don't actually have it really memorized per se, what each letter is in placement. I've just learned to memorize the song. Think of it like this, like it's in kindergarten. You say the alphabet as a song, right? That helps you remember it. So, very simply, you just want to do the same exact thing for this. You want to just get a burst of, let's say, 2 to 5 letters, and that's what you say in one group. When you break down 24 letters, pretty sure it's 24, when you break that down into groups of, 3 to 5, now you only have to actually remember a grouping of 10 things instead of 24 things. So then you just have to go through and start making your groupings. ZYX, that's what I do my first one. WVUT, SRQ, PONM. Now this is the hardest part of it to say. The only part of it that actually requires practice to not mess up, tongue twister wise and also memory wise, is LKJIHG. It's a bit like but yeah, here we go. CYXWVT SRQ PONM LKJ IHG, and once you get here, you've made it. FEDCBA. You can say that as one, but technically I put it there. So really, that's the key. Write it out, use the groupings, and make a song out of it, so you can do it off of memory and sound, not actual knowledge. I feel like most of the time that's not good advice, but this is what you're trying to do, trying to say the alphabet backwards on command. CYXWVTSRQPONLKJWVTCBA. Now you can do it. Thank you for tuning in. I got more cool tricks to show you. I learned a lot in Virginia.